The scouts have returned, Your Majesty. They've located the Archbishop.
Excellent. We'll ride to them at once. For now, everything is going according to plan.
We're ready to ride when you are, Dimitri. Just give the word and we'll move out. Gotta say, it's gonna feel great to fight alongside all these familiar faces again.
You're right. I always feel much stronger when my friends are around.
Our time together at the Academy might have been short, but it still puts my mind at ease to be reunited with everyone.
I could hardly believe His Majesty reached out to me of all people. But I'm really glad he did.
I'm pleased to see you all here.
I always knew this day might come. I prepared myself as best I can, but I am still a bundle of nerves.
This will be a lot different from the fighting that's been going on the past 2 years. We'll need to really have each other's backs out there.
The point of no return is finally upon us, Your Majesty. I trust you've made your peace.
I have. The blood spilled today will be a worthy sacrifice if it means keeping the people of Fargus, the people of our home, safe. If that is our cause, we have no reason to hesitate. Now move out! There you are, Lady.
Let's begin. I will be your shield.
I'll give it 1,000%. I'll back you up.
I'll do what I can. I'm here to help. Hear you loud and clear.
Freya, I am relieved to find you alive and well.
King Dimitri, you have my gratitude for coming to aid us in our time of need.
I fear we have no time for niceties, though. We must make our way out of the valley and return to Kingdom territory.
You got my back?
I'll do it.
I've awaited this. Let's go, Dedu.
Allow me. Some help, Annie?
Anything
Leave
for
this
you.
to me. Let's go.
Take a breather.
Shall we? I'll provide assistance.
I'll do my...
Nobody told me how sweaty I'd get here. Ugh, gross.
That general lacks motivation. We may be able to persuade her to join our cause.
Let's link up.
Go! Now!
We'll do it together. I've got you now.
You are not beholden to the Empire. Why don't you join us instead? You have my word that no harm will come to you.
You've got a point. And I guess you did beat me fair and square. All right, lead away.
Your Majesty, Imperial forces are setting up a blockade at the stronghold ahead.
If they cut us off, we'll be forced toward the volcanic crater.
We cannot allow them to push us down a dangerous path. Let us charge forth and carve our way through. I've awaited this moment.
This ridiculous charade won't stop us.
Allow me.
I'm not finished.
I'm on it.
My turn!
My turn?
Who's paying attention? Hey, we did it! We should be able to move forward safely now.
You have my thanks. The goddess smiles upon your gallant deeds.
They're getting away! We've got to stop them somehow!
Shall we? I'll provide assistance.
Not a problem.
Your Grace, Cedric and Catherine are under attack by Imperial forces.
So I find myself cornered. Perhaps I misjudged the situation.
Persistent little guys, aren't you? Cut one down and another two just spring up in their place.
They must not be allowed to fall here. Please, King Dimitri, may I ask that you lend them your aid?
We will proceed as planned. I will move to...
I'll do my best. I'll back them up.
Not a problem.
It's good to see you safe, Catherine. Please, let us join you.
Gladly. This was all too much to handle on my own anyway.
We made it in time.
I appreciate the assistance.
I need to be strong.
Come, lend me a hand.
If not for you, I would have surely perished. The Archbishop appears to be unharmed. You have my gratitude.
Is Lady Rhea safe? Did she get away?
I shall take the lead.
Cyril was carrying the reader. He will never make it out.
It's a good thing you came along when you did. And Lady Rhea's safe too.
I can go. Shall we?
I shall not sacrifice his life for the sake of my own. Please, help him.
Not a problem. I'm here to help.
Time to show how strong you've become.
We have to help Sedith and Catherine escape.
Can't we block the lava flow with rocks or something? I'm not saying it'll be easy, but it might be the best shot we've got.
Take a breather.
I've awaited this moment.
I can go.
My turn!
We've done it! Hold fast, everyone. Our escape is only a short ways off. Everyone, to arms! We fight to protect the Archbishop!
Looks like we've got backup. I expect they'll come in handy.
My turn.
I'll do my...
I shall take the lead.
Allow me.
Leave this to me!
You've shown true valor, Stacy. Lady Rhea will soon be clear of the battle thanks to you.
I'm so glad. Thank you.
My utmost gratitude for your efforts in rescuing Scylla. And to the goddess for her divine protection.
You're wide open!
Take a breather.
I shall take the lead.
Stand aside!
You will not be passing here. I will be capturing the Archbishop.
An ambush.
Shall we?
We have no choice but to fight our way through.
Leave this to...
That's the Princess of Bridging. After everything she's been through, she might be willing to join us. Assuming we can take her alive.
Anyone Anyone standing in my way will be eliminated with quickness.
I've awaited this moment.
I think
My turn.
must not have defeat here. For the Empire.
Right on me! Not your day, huh?
I'll do all I can. I've got you now! This is no place for royalty to die. Not here. Not like this.
Take a breather.
Yes. I am choosing life. I will be going with you peacefully.
Allow me.
My turn.
I can scarcely believe we arrived here whole and sound. You have my deepest gratitude.
My apologies for the trouble. I do not wish to consider what would have happened had you not come along.
We cannot leave the valley until we see both Seteth and Catherine to safety.
Thanks for the help. I never would have made it out of there without you.
If I cannot have the Archbishop, your heads will have to suffice.
Hubert, we have to defeat him, Your Majesty.
Go! Now!
We'll do it together! I've got you now!
I'm aware. Let us do so at once, and make with our retreat.
Fine. You may have your victory. Today. How will I face Her Majesty after this?
This...
This will...
Lady Rhea, Seteth, I'm relieved you both made it out unharmed. It appears we arrived just in time.
You have our utmost thanks for aiding in our retreat, Your Majesty. I can only apologize for the trouble we may have caused your outfit.
King Dimitri, I cannot express just how grateful I am to you and all the fine people of Fargus.
The honor is mine. Your order provided me with immeasurable aid during my ascension to the throne. My citizens would have branded me a heathen had I not returned the favor.
And now it seems we are the ones who owe a debt. The Church shall provide whatever assistance it can to your efforts.
If you see it prudent, I have no objection to placing the Knights of our Order under Kingdom command.
Thank you both. While it pains me to qualify our hospitality, this kingdom is not a wealthy one, neither in goods nor provisions. I fear we may struggle to compensate your soldiers, or even to feed them.
You needn't trouble yourself with such concerns. Your generous offer of shelter will be more than enough.
Very well. We've lingered here long enough. Let us make for Ferdiad. There's much to discuss. The Church, the Kingdom, and the battles to come.
Two years ago, I never would have imagined we'd be fighting a war like this.
I'm with you there, but now that we are, you found yourself in a rather favorable situation, no?
How do you mean?
When a war breaks out, every mercenary in the land starts crawling out of the woodwork. And those associates you happen to be working with should be tough enough to take on you-know-who.
Gerald's mercenaries. Yeah, good point.
And then you can give them their just desserts or die trying.
Could have done without that last part. Thanks.
Relax, relax. You know I'm on your side. Our destinies are forever intertwined.
In that case, let's assume Cornelia has hidden herself somewhere in the Western Territories.
If I had to guess, I'd say either Viscount Mateus or Viscount Gideon have taken her in. All the same, we can't exactly go around unseating every vassal we suspect of being disloyal.
Right. This is no simple matter, but at least we have a firmer grasp on the situation now than we did 2 years ago. To do, send word to House Perderi. We'll need soldiers on their land if we hope to keep the enemy at bay.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Viscount Mateus' son is here with us, while Viscount Gideon's daughter is off serving as a knight in Galatia. Under the present circumstances, we only have so many soldiers to spare on domestic matters. It seems we'll have to resort to any means necessary. In which case, I will bear the weight of the kingdom's sins. If slaughtering 100 foes means bringing salvation to 1,000 of our own, I will do it.
As you wish, Your Majesty. And if I may, try not to torment yourself so much.
Ah, how far our proud king has fallen. You sounded utterly vicious just now.
What do you want, Felix?
Oh, not much. I just thought catching a glimpse of your haggard face might put a smile on mine. I knew that playing the part of a cool-headed leader would be too much for you. But all this scheming, this calculation, doesn't suit you. Why don't you just give it a rest already?
You think too highly of me. This is who I am, Felix. I've never been anything more than a bloody demon on the path of revenge. I stand here today to lift the burdens of all who perished before me. To see that those who bear guilt for their deaths are held accountable. I will expose whoever I must. Slay whoever I must to see my task through to the end. There is no place for mercy within these walls. And if it affects the safety of my people, then that's all the more reason to strike now.
And here I thought you were finally starting to pull yourself together.
I snuffed out my uncle's life with my own 2 hands. As king and as general, I've killed countless more. I looked on as nearly everyone I held dear perished. I am the one who must take responsibility for their deaths. So rest easy, Felix. The weight of my atonement will not fall on your shoulders.
No point in trying to reason with a boar. Enough of that, though. The city seems especially spirited today. Is something going on?
Ah, yes. Lady Rhea and the others from the church are making an excursion to the capital. I suggest you join in on the festivities before you go. It does the heart good to see our people smile.
Everyone here? Well, let's get right into it. We have to figure out exactly where we stand in this war. As you all know, the Empire has taken the Great Bridge of Myrddin. The Imperial Army now occupies what was formerly House Phlegethon territory. House Gloucester has surrendered to them as well.
Doubtless an agonizing decision on my father's part.
House Ordelia, to the east of the bridge, has also vowed not to take up arms against the Empire.
We had precious little in the way of arms in the first place. You have my deepest apologies. You don't have to apologize, Lysithea. Count Ordelia did what anyone would have done.
And now Lawrence and Lysithea can't even go back home.
That's not all. After the battle, the Imperial Army crossed Gloucester territory and attacked Garreg Mach. Rhea and the rest of the Central Church have apparently fled to the Kingdom for sanctuary.
Then I suppose none of us will be able to visit our old school anytime soon.
I hope no one from the church was hurt.
Now that the monastery has fallen, the front lines are rapidly expanding north. It won't be long before Deirdre is within their reach. And if our capital falls, the Alliance goes with it. We have to stop them there, no matter the cost.
That all sounds well and good, but how large of an army will you even be able to raise at this point?
I don't think House Edmund will be able to send more troops. I'm sorry.
Which means House Goneril is the last of the 5 great lords upon whom we can rely.
I'm not so sure the combined forces of Houses Regan and Goneril will be enough to hold off the whole Empire.
We'll just have to work with what we've got. And let's not forget the hero of Daphne.
But we can't expect much from her in terms of sheer numbers. Any chance the kingdom could send troops?
I doubt they'll have any to spare. They've just started engaging the Empire themselves over in the west of Fargus. And besides, I'm not sure how much we can really trust them. I still have no idea what's going on in Dimitri's head. I might just have a plan, though. For now, all I can ask is that you fight, and fight with every last thing you've got.
You can always count on me. And my muscles.
Thanks, Raphael. That unfounded confidence of yours is like music to my ears.
We received a message from Hubert, Your Majesty. They failed to capture Archbishop Rhea. It seems she and her followers have been taken in by the Kingdom Army. They likely make for Ferdiad as we speak.
So it goes. If Hubert himself couldn't succeed in the task, there's little chance anyone else could.
There is more as well. Petra was taken by the enemy. She is apparently still alive, for better or for worse. I fear the kingdom may try to use her to make an ally of Bridget.
Yes, it's likely she won't be coming back. And our stance towards Bridget will require some reconsideration.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Now then, we mustn't dwell on what's done. Our only choice is to look to the future. It seems an all-out war with the kingdom is nigh unavoidable at this point. Thankfully, I expect Count Rowe to join our cause. Having a hold on Aryan Road will surely prove advantageous as the war creeps on. So we stick to the plan. Through Count Rowe, we should be able to ingratiate ourselves to the other lords of the Western Kingdom.
Urgent report, Your Majesty. An army has been mustered at Castle Gaspar in Rowe territory. Lenato, the local lord, has vowed to find and eliminate Archbishop Rhea. He's mobilizing the army northward. Count Rowe's tacit approval of these actions has surely brought his allegiance to the Empire to light.
I can only assume this wasn't part of the plan.
It's just one thing after another. Dispatch any nearby units to the area at once. Any lords willing to sever ties with the kingdom are too valuable for us to risk losing.
Azure Gleam. Skirmish in the fog. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus grants refuge to the Central Church as they flee Garrigmach Monastery, in turn provoking the Adrestian Empire to declare war on Fargus. While Dimitri and his advisors strategize how to repel the Empire's assault, they are met with devastating news. Lonato of Castle Gaspar has raised an army against him.
As I'm sure you have all heard by now, House Rowe in the south has declared its fealty to the Empire. What's more, Lord Lonato of Castle Gaspar has set out with the express intention of tracking down and murdering the Archbishop.
I had hoped we could reconcile the matter by using neighboring lords as intermediaries. But it seems Lord Lonato couldn't look past our willingness to shelter the church and has taken the matter into his own hands.
I can't believe this.
Ash, I won't stop you if you wish to return to Castle Gaspar, even now.
I appreciate the offer, truly. But I am a knight of the royal family. My place is here.
So, what are House Rowe and Lord Lonato's soldiers up to? Or the Imperial Army, for that matter?
There's been no movement from House Rowe as of yet. He likely lacks the nerve. Lord Lonato, on the other hand, has set off from Castle Gaspar and launched an attack on Geraint land. Meanwhile, a vanguard from the Imperial Army has breached Kingdom territory. It seems they're aiming to rendezvous with Lonato and join the assault.
Wait, but if they're just a vanguard, doesn't that mean a larger force is going to come after them? We'll never stand a chance if they manage to meet up and form one massive army.
House Galatea is sending reinforcements to fend them off, but our enemy deployed alarmingly fast. I only hope the House Geraint soldiers can repel Lord Lonato and his men long enough.
In any case, we can't just sit here on our hands. They need help, and fast. Let's ride.
You're right, and I'll be coming with you.
The risk is too great, Your Majesty. You should stay here in the capital.
We've already been over this to do. My leadership is needed on the front lines. We'll march west from Karen territory to intercept and crush Lonato and the Empire's forces. From there, we'll mount an attack on Aryan Road. The Rowe army will be cut off from the Imperial reinforcements and fall by our hand. Finally, we'll seize control of Aryan Road and the entire Western Front along with it.
I'm asked a distant relative of the royal family, Duke Ivan, to keep watch over the capital in case of an emergency. Gustav will be staying behind as well. So as long as nothing too extreme happens, we shouldn't have anything to worry about.
Sounds like a plan. Most of the big fights are gonna be around Aryan Road, if I had to guess.
No matter what, we need to hurry. We'll be done for if we don't drive them off soon.
Agreed. And my apologies. We always seem to deploy with such haste lately.
It's nothing. It's not like it's your fault or anything. Sure, you're the king and we're your subjects now, but we're your friends before that. We'll do whatever you need of us.
I suppose you're right. Thank you. Oh, and one more thing before we go. I received word from the church the other day. Seteth and his sister Flane will be joining us from here on out, leading a company comprised of Knights of Seros.
Seteth, huh? I'm not the kind of girl to turn down a helping hand, but I can't help but wonder why.
I haven't had the chance to discuss it with him yet. Perhaps you can ask him yourself if the opportunity arises. Do you have a moment? How are you? I wonder...
Right on.
I implore you. Troubling indeed. Speaking of which...
Hey, did you hear? We rounded up the last stragglers from House Climate.
Yeah, and brought destruction raining down on one of their villages in the process. Of course, it was partially their fault for mustering an army, but I can't believe His Majesty would allow such meaningless slaughter.
Something on your mind? If you object to their idle gossip, it would behoove you to speak up.
No, it's just... I don't really know what Dimitri was thinking either. It's almost like he's built a wall around himself, ever since the day he killed his uncle.
My apologies, but could I ask you to join Gustav in keeping an eye on things here for the next few days?
Sure. You going somewhere? Kinda surprised Dedu and Rodrigue aren't joining you.
The two of them recently departed for Dusker. They have their own duties to attend to.
Then why don't I join you? I've got more free time these days than I know what to do with.
Offering to work during your well-deserved time off is not as praiseworthy as you believe it to be.
You're one to talk.
I suppose you have a point. Very well. I'll take you up on your offer. The journey will not be a pleasant one, but your assistance will surely prove valuable.
I was wondering where we were going. This is the village that was wiped out during our recent battle. Hold on. You're not planning to bury the dead by yourself, are you? That's not really a job for a king.
Perhaps not. Yet a resting place is all I am capable of offering them now. Were it possible, I would not have let this village lose a single brave soul. I never intended to see them incinerated by the all-consuming flames of this war. But as the one who authorized our battle strategy, I alone am culpable for their deaths.
It's not like you made the decision lightly, though. You discussed it for hours with Rodrigue and the others.
Even so, no means can possibly excuse these ends. No amount of justification will bring back the lives that were lost here.
True. And no matter how hard you fight for a better outcome, there's no guarantee you'll actually achieve it.
No, I cannot shut my eyes to the cruelty my actions have wrought. Yet, if I do not claim this battle, and its aftermath to be just and proper, my soldiers will lose faith in me. How long must this horrible cycle continue?
Don't be like that, Dimitri. I'm sure people will understand if you just tell them the whole story.
There's no need for that. This burden is mine to bear, and mine alone.
Oh, it's you. What are you doing?
Hey, Ash. Not much, just perusing this tactics book. Have you read it before?
I sure have. It was popular in Leicester a few years back, if I remember right. I picked it up myself back at the monastery, but it was so dense it took me ages to finish.
It's a pretty tough one, I'll give you that. But there's some great stuff in here too, if you can get past the writing.
Hold on. You were born in a remote mountain village in Ordelia territory, right?
Yeah. What's your point?
I guess I'm just impressed you can handle such an obtuse book, given your upbringing. I mean, nobles and the children of rich families are taught to read by default, but most commoners never get the opportunity. Honestly, I've been wondering who taught you ever since our time at the academy. I hope I didn't offend you. I'm just curious.
Nah, it's fine. I learned from my mom. Adoptive mom, that is. Looking back on it now, it is kind of weird that someone as smart as her was off living in the middle of nowhere like that.
Well, I'm sure she must have had a reason for being there.
Hard to say. She never liked talking about her past, so I don't know much beyond what I saw for myself.
At the very least, it's obvious she was well educated. That's clear just from looking at you. Not only can you read and write, but you know arithmetic and how to navigate with a map, too. In that sense, you're not so different from the average noble or knight raised in the lap of luxury.
You really think? Yeesh, you're gonna make a gal blush. I only have my mom to thank for raising me so well, though.
Yeah, she must have been an incredible woman. You know, I didn't know how to read myself until I met Lenato.
Huh. Now that you mention it, I never really saw the other mercs in my company with a book in their hands. Except for the captain, of course. Makes me wonder where my mom learned all that. But it's not like I can ask her now. She's gone.
Oh.
You're a lifesaver, Mercedes. Could you help me tend to this soldier's wounds next?
Lady Mercedes, where would you like me to put this?
Oh, yes, just a moment, please.
You really have your hands full, Mercedes. Anything I can pitch in on?
Oh, goodness. I appreciate your offer, but I couldn't possibly ask you to take time out of your day to assist me in these tasks.
Hey, don't be like that. Anyone who's still got the legs to stand on after a battle needs to do whatever they can to help. I'm no physician, but I can at least help get some of this stuff organized.
But you only just returned from combat yourself. Aren't you exhausted?
Nah, not really. We weren't on the front lines or anything, so I'm still good to go. And I'm not buried in paperwork afterwards, unlike the others.
Well, if you insist, I guess a little help wouldn't hurt. In that case, there's a box over at the training grounds. Would you mind getting it? There should be bandages and medicine inside, so you'll be able to tell which one it is just by opening the lid.
Got it. Be right back.
Oh my, wait just a minute.
What's up?
Give me your right hand.
Okay.
I knew it. You're injured. Here, I can patch this up in a jiffy with my healing magic.
Whoa. It's all better. Thanks, Mercedes.
You need to speak up from now on if you're hurt, all right? Don't be so nonchalant about your health.
Hey, I could say the same thing about... Actually, never mind. Anyway, it should be easier to carry that box now. Thanks again, Mercedes.
No, thank you for offering to help. Oh, and take all the time you need. There's no rush.
Ah, Mercedes. Did you go out?
Yes, I went to the town of Camulus to help the church.
I see. And how did you find it?
The townspeople seemed fine enough, but the clergy were very busy. As you know, lots of people fled to Fargus when the war started. And while a number of towns took in refugees, Camulus is particularly busy on that front.
In that case, I should send reinforcements and resources from the capital. I will speak with Lady Rhea about this presently.
Thank you, Dimitri. I'm sure the clergy will be pleased to hear it. I'm incredibly grateful to you for coming to the church's aid, you know. Most of those people would have ended up homeless if not for your actions.
As I recall, you fled from the Empire yourself at a rather young age.
Yes, and it was awful. We had nothing to eat and nowhere to shelter from the wind and rain. If not for the priest who helped us, I don't know what would have happened. Are you all right, Dimitri? You seem sad.
My apologies, Mercedes. But may I speak plainly?
You don't need my permission to do that, silly. What's troubling you?
I have been wondering for some time if accepting the Central Church was the correct decision. By giving them shelter, I have also given the Empire the perfect excuse for invasion.
You took them in because you thought it was the right thing to do. Isn't that so?
Yes. The Church of Seiros is deeply entwined with the kingdom's history and politics. The Crown's authority is granted by the Church, which also takes part in governing our villages. Were I to sunder that connection, nobles and commoners alike would be furious. The kingdom would be split anew, and chaos would reign.
That is a tough one. It seems like you're going to end up with a fight no matter what you do. Well, at the very least, I know the townspeople are grateful. But I also know it's not as simple as all that. I'm sorry. That probably didn't do much to help ease your concerns.
No. I should apologize for making you listen as I prattle on endlessly.
Oh, nonsense. If it helped you in any way, I'm glad to do it.
Well, I certainly do feel better. Thank you, Mercedes. And please know that I am here for you for whatever reason, no matter how small.
Which battle do you wish to reflect on? I'll continue gathering records of your battles.
A moment.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Hey there. Need something? See you around.
Well, come back soon, all right?
Troubling indeed. I'm sure Dedu wouldn't mind, as long as you are the one accompanying me. Let us depart. What a lovely place. It feels as though you could run for hours through these fields and never have to stop. I'm not very comfortable around children. I never know quite what to say or how to act. No. Consider the terrain we're in. How would you assault a position such as this? I see. I'd like to show you around Ferdiad, if the opportunity arises. I could introduce you to my old friends. Thank you. I had a good time today.
The truth of... Huh? Sorry for the wait. I'm excited to find out where we're going. Okay, let's go. It's so nice and quiet here. The weather's amazing too. I wonder what life would have been like if you never showed up at the academy. I'm glad you asked me out here. Work has sort of ground to a halt recently. That's great. It's been so long I can't even remember my father's voice. Though I do remember the taste of his cooking, strangely enough. Thanks a bunch. Thanks. I'm glad we got to spend some time together.
To tell the truth...
Huh?
Let me think. An outing sounds lovely. Where are you taking me? Shall we? How beautiful. I think I could stay here forever. Sometimes I think about going back to Ferdiad. I wouldn't want to live with my adoptive father, though. Thank you. Annie and I have been close ever since we met at the School of Sorcery in Ferdiad. She's the best friend I've ever had. That's right. hope I can go shopping again soon. Baking supplies, makeup. There are so many things I want. That's right. Is there something you'd like to say? Don't be shy. We don't have many opportunities to leave camp these days. Maybe I should have dressed for the occasion. How could this be? Huh? How could this be? Hello? Thank you for today. I hope we can do it again soon.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Solid, solid.
This reminds me of my youth. The days I spent with Glenn and my father.
Oh, thanks. Did you know this was one of my favorites?
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Yeah, the flavor's not really there. Might want to try something different next time.
My, this is heavenly. You're quite the cook.
I could scarf down some seconds, no problem. Maybe even thirds.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Solid, solid.
Hold on! How'd you know this was my favorite? Thank you!
Not a fan of Fargus cuisine? I think it's fine enough myself.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
You know, Felix, I've been thinking. Actually, never mind.
What? You can't say that and then not tell me. Come on, out with it.
Okay, it's just... Even though you never show it, I can tell you really care about Dimitri and the others. You all right there, Felix? There's no reason to get all choked up over it.
It's your fault for saying something so ridiculous.
Hey, you're the one who asked. But it's true, isn't it? I know I'm right.
And what proof do you have?
Oh, for one, you move way better when you're fighting alongside them.
That's only because I've known them so long now I can predict their every move. Boar always rushes straight into enemy lines, so I have to be ready to cover him. Of course, few can survive one of his mad dashes. But I can't just leave him alone. The man doesn't give his own safety a second thought. We don't coordinate, though. I just stick around to make sure the coast is clear for him to run wild.
Huh. But when you're fighting with Ingrid, you're usually the one who ends up charging forward.
Yes, because her Pegasus is an easy target for enemy archers. It's better for me to dash ahead first and eliminate any potential threats. Not that she's incapable of dodging an arrow or two. But she loses sight of her surroundings in the heat of battle. If she advanced before I did, a cloud of arrows would be the end of her.
Uh-huh. So then why do you always get surrounded when you're fighting with Sylvain?
Because the braggart always insists on showing off. Though if nothing else, he does have the skill to fight his way out of any bind.
Sounds like that's not part of your strategy then. But you'd still never pull it off if you didn't trust each other.
It's all natural for a soldier.
Honestly, it's impressive how well you work with everyone. I should take a page or two out of your book and learn more about the people I fight with. Maybe having a better grasp on their personalities would help me coordinate our movements better.
Who knows? You're welcome to try at least. If you've already got a good read on me, the others shouldn't be an issue. Anyway, we're done here. Talking to you is exhausting.
Time to work you into shape.
None shall stand in my path.
I can fight as well.
To battle! Your defeat is nigh! This is the end! No escape! Still fight! No escape! No, not yet! I can still fight!
Oh, my turn! You leave me no choice! I must do this!
Onward! Stay close, Flame.
Must you, brother?
Stay close, Flame.
Follow my lead, brother!
Gladly, my dear Flame. This is the end!
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
There's nothing more.
I've...
Can't let...
I'll use this to...
I hope I...
I will not permit...
I feel...
Not bad.
Yes!
Looks like we're partners today. Go easy on me, okay?
I will do no such thing. You'd best not hold back either.
At least we got through it.
I could use...
I'll be able to...
I'm a bet...
How can I...
No. The more...
Training with you isn't so bad.
It's better...
Not bad.
Got to get...
I think I'm...
I've grabbed...
Yeah,
No.
I...
This is better than training alone.
I'll be...
Flame, there is no need for you to join me. Your efforts are already more than sufficient.
Nonsense! Everyone else gives the sweat of their brows, and I will do the same!
I think that is enough for today.
How can... Got to give this a try.
Training can be... With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
That was quite the sigh. What's the matter, Sylvain?
Oh, nothing. Well, except there's a guy in my unit who keeps acting up, and I'm not sure what to do.
You don't say.
I don't think I like the face you're making.
Let me ask, just to be sure. Is this mysterious troublemaker in fact you?
Hey, I've changed. I swear I have. But no, it's not me. It's one of my knights. He keeps walking around breaking stuff and getting into fights, and I'm spending all my time apologizing for it.
So you finally understand how I felt. You know, I never thought this day would come. You really have changed, Sylvain. Perhaps this warrants a celebration.
Then you better bring your purse because I'm ordering 2 of everything. Seriously, Ingrid, you don't have to sound that impressed. With school suspended and the war raging, we've all had to adapt to changing circumstances. Felix and Dimitri both succeeded their fathers, and are now burning the candle at both ends, right? I can't go around causing trouble with unending scandals when I'm supposed to be the mature one of the bunch.
It is wonderful to see you turn a new leaf.
I told you to stop sounding so impressed. Ugh, I suppose I had this coming.
I am sorry, Sylvain. I was only teasing. Think of it as payback for everything you put me through. Still, not having to clean up after you has been a real weight lifted from my shoulders.
Yeah, I was a handful in my wild days, but looking back, I really appreciate everything you did for me.
In that case, you should make the change permanent so you never cause trouble for anyone again. Though, honestly, I do not really know what to do with myself now that I am not spending all my time apologizing for you. Frankly, I was convinced you were useless without me.
Sorry. Again.
Please, no. You gave me experience I'd never have gotten otherwise. If I were truly miserable, I would have abandoned you to the wolves long ago. Besides, it wasn't all bad. You were the one who finally coaxed me from my room after Glenn's death, remember?
Okay, I'm confused. Do you want me to go back to being a huge flirt, or...?
Don't be ridiculous.
Figured.
As you said, we have all had to adapt to changing circumstances, which means we cannot cling to the past forever. You and I are no exception. It is merely a touch sad to come to the realization.
I carry a little of everything here. You've got an eye for quality, friend. You've got an eye for quality, friend. Hope to see you again soon.
Well, well. Hello, you. We have some truly capable people here. We have some truly capable. We have some truly capable people here. Come back soon, all right? Well, well. Hello, you. We have some truly capable people. We have some truly capable people here. Come back soon, all right? Well, well. Hello, you. We have some truly capable people. We have some truly. Come back soon, all right? Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use. Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Hey there. Need something? Is this it? 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 See you around. Hey there. Need something? Is this it? See you around.